camera.
What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp here with a couple names you know. We got Alpha Academy. First question, Heavy Machinery versus Alpha Academy. We never saw, or American Alpha, rather. We never saw it. Who wins that match?
American Alpha for sure. Jason Jordan's a machine, and obviously Dazzle's a machine as well.
Do I have him trained or what?
Do
I have him trained or what?
I'm just saying that match never happened, but...
Now, let me correct you, Sean. You're an expert. You're a historian. Is he right on that?
I just looked it up.
Didn't we have a little contact at some point?
You teamed with Bobby Roode once, and I'm just saying, Heavy Machinery beat you all in 3 minutes.
That was just a test. Alpha Academy quiz, and you passed with flying colors.
It's hard to do it.
Yeah.
So, obviously, you guys both have decorated backgrounds. I saw you just talking to a couple of MMA sites about it as well. Have you all ever, tested each other, outside and been like, let's see how this goes?
I always do that. Every time at the Olympic Training Center, you get done 2 hours of pumbling and booyah booyah, get my butt kicked from the older heavyweights. And here comes Gable. He's like, let me get with these big guys here. And he's got this thing where he puts his hands on your front deltoids, and he just pulls you. Your lower back gets really tired. Next thing you know, he's behind you, and he scored. So, yeah, I'm a little mad about those days.
I was always known for mixing in with the heavyweights. I was the 84-kilo guy that always trained with the heavyweights no matter what. But for some reason, they were all my best friends, too. All my best friends in amateur wrestling were always heavyweights. I think it's because I was the only guy that didn't cut weight. So, anytime I'd beat them up in practice, but then I would go out to dinner and buy them dinner afterwards where they knew all the good food spots. So
I saw you mentioning that you didn't cut weight. How do you think that benefited you? Because, we saw a lot of people in MMA, especially, ruin their careers cutting weight.
Like I said, it allowed me to train 110% all the time, and I would have never been able to train with these hosses if I was cutting weight all the time. And I saw it, you see it firsthand. Guys are, not able to focus on technique or training because all they're thinking about is sweating and dropping the weight. And I get it, it's what we did for a while, but fortunately, I didn't have to do it, so.
I'm always interested to learn, what's the hardest you've been hit in the ring?
Hardest been hit. I would have to say Jey Uso with the steel chair. Yes.
Okay. How about you?
There was I kind of don't want to say who, but I remember it specifically. It was
a good thing you remember it.
It was in the Orlando Armory in NXT at a live event when I was on my back, or seated on my butt, and I got kicked in the back right in the spine, and it must have been just the perfect spot because it sent a buzz completely up all the way to my head and all the way down to my legs. And I've heard people talk about seeing red before when they were so mad, but I've never experienced it. But I saw red there, and I was that's as close as I've ever been to just saying, okay, we're gonna do a little amateur style here for a little bit.
So I would always ask people who had that background, has anybody gotten in the ring and been let me see what I can do, maybe not even in a malicious manner, just because Riddle would say that a lot. Sometimes he'd get in there and people would start to push at him a little bit.
One of my favorite I guess I'll call it a tradition, would be Luke Harper. When he was with us, was anytime we'd be in a battle royal, whether it was the Andre or something in Saudi, he would find me and try to take me down with something new that he created, some kind of amateur takedown. And it never really ended up too well for him, but it was one of these running gags that he did, and it was just one of my favorite things and probably my favorite memory of him of all time. I love it. I
spoke to him one time to clarify a story. He was very nice, but then at the end of the conversation, he goes, hey, got a big scoop for you. And I go, oh, yeah? Then he hung up on me. And I was like, how can I even be mad at that? You just deal with it at that point. You got. How about you? Has anybody ever been you know what, I'm going to try to drop a low single on Otis?
I would say, I can't mention the person, but he kicked me in the wrong side of the knee, on the kneecap, and I warned him, don't do that again. The next week does the same thing again. So now we're on live. We're not live TV. It's taped NXT, and I got a little pissy, and I did a bitch slap. I basically.
So is Byron Saxton.
He deserves one, though.
Can you imagine that with one of these moves?
I know.
That's not.
You gonna get in that power slap league?
I don't know where it came from. I literally just lost my cool there. But yes, after that we went back to normal. So Besides that, who would be crazy enough to mess with the Alpha Academy?
Alpha Academy, I appreciate the time. Always good to speak to you guys.
Yes, sir.
Till next time, we're out.
NordVPN.com/Fightful. How about this? 30-day money-back guarantee. 4 months free. Watch your favorite shows abroad, whether you're traveling or you're at home and you want to watch something from overseas. Access this on all of your devices, phone, laptop, desktop, PC, tablet, doesn't matter. 3 great tiers: a pass, a locker, a VPN, or all 3. Block annoying pop-up ads, block malware, block online trackers. Keep your data safe, browse anonymously, browse securely with NordVPN.com/Fightful. Shield your data from snoops and criminals. You know I'm a snoop. I'm not a criminal, but I am a snoop. So unless you want me getting your scoops, get NordVPN.com/Fightful. Secure all of your devices. Check it out. It's a great deal. How can you afford to miss this? You're going to end up saving money with NordVPN.com/Fightful and having a better browsing experience.